Your level of success is determined by the quality and the quantity of results that you produce. In this video, I'll help you to produce more and greater results. Hello everyone, welcome to your YouTube channel. My name is To Above, and if you're somebody who's trying to level up in life, whether they be in school or your general health, well then, you're in the right place. First off, what even is output? Well, output is the physical evidence of your work, basically. When you try to define the hardest working person in the entire world, what we do is we do not think of, the person who thought the most about work or the person who journaled the most about work. We look at their real world results. An example of this would be who is the best striker in soccer. Then you would say, Cristiano Ronaldo, because he has the most goals, he has the most output, the most real world results. You can only be the best at something when you have the most real world results. This is what is called output. And this is the thing that you want when you are trying to outperform everybody. You want to have the most output compared to everybody else. The formula states output equals volume multiplied by leverage. I've already explained what output is, and now I'll dive into what volume is. When you think about increasing the amount of results you get, what students often think is, I just have to do more work. That is volume, and that is true. When you want to achieve more, you just have to do more. Volume. And it's the first part of the equation, volume multiplied by leverage. Volume, how To Above quantifies it as, is volume is the amount of work physically possible by the person. It's basically how much can you do, how much is physically possible of you to do. In the terms of you want to get good grades at school, how much volume can you do in order to achieve that goal? Well, you can read the entire textbook, and you don't just read it once, you read it 10 times. Volume. Now, if you're anything like me, which I'm assuming you are, you might also be tricked into thinking that volume is all you need in order to get the output that you wish to achieve. Because the more you do, the more you're supposed to get, correct? Not quite. The reason why volume isn't the best component when trying to get output is because volume is capped by time. Unfortunately, with volume, you can only do as much as time allows you to do. I want to read the entire handbook, I want to read it 10 times, yet there are only 24 hours in a day and I have to sleep 8 of those hours. So I can't study the entire day, I can't read through it the entire day 10 times, because reading through it once is 2 hours long, and I want to do that 10 times. That's 20 hours. I do not have 20 hours just to give to reading the book, unfortunately. That's why volume is a capped thing, because of time. The way to understand leverage is to first understand volume. Volume is how much of something you do. Meanwhile, leverage is how much you get per time you do something. An example of this. Let's use studying again. Because you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I recommend a studying method of active recall. Let's compare active recall to somebody who just highlights his notes and reads through the book. You both do the same amount of volume. Let's try and see how much output both of you guys can get. You both do the same volume, as in you both study for 2 hours, same volume. Yet you get better grades than that person. Why is that? I mean, the volume was the same, so shouldn't you guys get the same result? Wrong. That's because there's another part of the equation, leverage. Leverage plays a big role. That person read through the notes, he highlighted them, and that's okay, I guess. It's not the best studying technique, unlike how to recommend it. Meanwhile, you did active recall, you did past papers, past activities, you did your work, you corrected yourself. That's a high leverage activity. That's why you got more output than the other person. Your leverage was higher than theirs. That's the best way I can quantify leverage. How much you get per time you do something. Leverage, out to above definition. Increase the leverage because it is uncapped by time. Volume is constrained by time, which is what makes it very difficult to scale. For example, you can go with the volume approach. You're trying to do as much as possible, yet you won't be able to do as much as possible because time is going to be against you. Meanwhile, with leverage is basically uncapped. As long as you know the proper studying technique, then you can reap the most reward for each time that you do something. That's why I would recommend you guys, if you don't know any leverage techniques at all, then definitely do spec into volume. Yet if you want to outperform everybody, then definitely zone in on increasing the leverage. It's the easiest way and the fastest way to get more output. Now, how to buff, thank you so much for giving us another random formula. But how do we manipulate this formula in order to help ourselves? I got you. The way you use this formula to help you is by adding another variable. I promise this is the last one. You take volume multiplied by leverage and then you divide it by time. When you divide it by time, you actually get your work rate. That's how much work you get done. It's a rate. You can say, oh, I do Y amount of value and I have X amount of leverage. Yet that doesn't add. That gives you the amount of volume. Yet what's the rate of volume? How do you increase it? Of course, obviously, do more volume, get better leverage. But here's another thing. If you divide it by less, then you get a greater number. So if you study, usually you study 2 hours a day. Usually 2 hours a day, you do the best leverage possible, active recall. So you do past activities, past papers. Then you get like this result output. This is what you get. How you would then increase the rate of that is by decreasing the time. When you decrease the time, what happens is it actually spills over to another formula that I taught you guys, the knowledge gain formula. When you give yourself less time, then the intensity increases. So when you give yourself less time to give output, you'll find that the intensity that you work with increases as well, thus giving you even more output than what you would have originally gotten with those 2 hours. Of course, don't be unrealistic with this thing. Don't give yourself 10 minutes to study an entire syllabus. That's just not reasonable. Of course, set yourself goals and do not give yourself unrealistic expectations, because you'll fall short and then you'll feel bad about yourself and not reaching those unrealistic expectations. But not even How to Above will be able to study an entire math syllabus in 10 minutes. Honestly, I don't think that's humanly possible. Unless you're like the world's fastest reader or something, then yeah, then maybe go for it. You can go for it. It's fine. But for the rest of us who are just regular students, do not give yourself an unrealistic time frame to complete a certain task. Obviously, give yourself a time that is challenging to you, that would definitely make you feel, damn, I only have an hour to do this thing. Usually I give myself 2 hours. Now I only have an hour. I just gotta push. Now I just have to put in more work, more intensity. Then you'll see you get more work done. If you're not getting the results you want in life, then after implementing the advice in this video, you definitely will. Thanks so much for sticking until the end of the video. If you found the content at all educational, do leave a like on the video, subscribe, and maybe even leave a comment positively about my new headpiece. And remember, it always seems impossible until it's done.